ABC 10 News at 4 starts now.
It looks like you're making blind decisions and that you're just playing with our money.
Demoralized business owners venting their resentment and frustration over the new shutdown order. Good afternoon, I'm Kimberly Hunt, and today is day one of restaurants doing takeout only, hotels limiting travelers, and personal care shut down again. ABC 10 News reporter John Horn explains why this time workers and employers alike feel like they're being hung out to dry. John?
This is the most drastic action taken to help stop the spread of the coronavirus since the original shutdown in March. The difference this time, however, is that there is no federal stimulus to help cushion the blow.
It's like, all right, here you go, good luck. That's what it feels like.
Cesar Vallon laid off 70% of his staff last night, so his solemn mood Monday morning was understandable.
We're going to get through this, I have to really ask myself if I want to stay in this business.
Vallon is the managing partner at Little Italy's Cloak and Petal restaurant, relegated to takeout only due to the new shutdown order meant to help stop the spread of the coronavirus. Bars, wineries, and personal care salons are totally shut down, while hotels may have to turn away non-essential out-of-state travelers. All of this without the help of forgivable federal small business loans and a $600 a week boost in unemployment, key stimulus during the first shutdown in March.
It's just hard.
At the Intercontinental San Diego Hotel on the waterfront, General Manager Chuck Abbott said he had to let go 10 to 20% of his staff now that outdoor dining is outlawed. He expects occupancy to drop into the single digits this week as some leisure travelers cancel.
Every day, every week, every time something else comes out, we have to readjust.
And they'll have to adjust to this reality for at least the next 3 weeks. John Horn, ABC 10 News.
As of October, more than 118,000 San Diegans working in the food and drink establishments. Retail is able to stay open at 20% capacity. Coronado's mayor is questioning the new stay-at-home order. Today, Mayor Richard Bailey sent a letter to the governor questioning the closing of businesses, saying local county data shows only marginal cases from outdoor dining, gyms, and personal care services. Bailey also questions the grouping of counties into regions that spans hundreds of miles and suggests looking for another strategy. Soon your phone may be able to tell you if you've been exposed to COVID-19. Today, the governor announced how smartphone technology can help slow the spread. As ABC 10 News reporter Rachel Bianco tells us, the program that began in San Diego is now going statewide.
The California Notify Alert System started as a pilot program on the campus of UC San Diego in September. Roughly 25,000 students and staff signed up. University leaders believe the technology is helping to slow the spread of COVID-19, even as cases accelerate across the state.
While San Diego case rates have surged from 3 to 6%, our campus has fortunately remained a safer place, with our students and employees testing positive at less than 1% rates.
Dr. Christopher Longhurst is the Chief Information Officer for UCSD Health. He says since expanding across all UC campuses, roughly 80 notifications have been sent out.
And that gives you the opportunity to reflect on, was I in an unmasked gathering on that day?
Monday, Governor Gavin Newsom announced the technology will be available on all iPhones and Androids in California starting December 10th.
As I remind you, it's 100% private, 100% secure, 100% voluntary. You opt in or you choose not to, and there is no tracking data, no location data.
Using Bluetooth technology, the app records when two phones are close to each other for an extended period. If one of the users later tests positive, they have the choice to anonymously notify close contacts from the past 14 days.
You're not going to get an exposure unless your phone's been within 6 feet of somebody else's device for greater than 15 minutes cumulatively.
Just one more weapon in the war against COVID.
If we want to reverse this current surge, adopting this exposure notification technology, putting CA Notify on your phone is one thing that you can do to help.
15 other states are using similar technology. Rachel Bianco, ABC 10 News.
UCSD Health will set up a call center and a website to help answer questions about how this mobile tool works. Outdoor parks and gyms are still open under the stay-at-home order. This is video from earlier today in Point Loma of people exercising at an outdoor gym. You can head to 10news.com for a full explanation of what is open and closed during these stay-at-home orders. Dangerous fire conditions across Southern California already causing more flames to break out in our region. This amid a red flag warning now in effect, and we'll have more on that in just a bit. But first, SDG&E has warned more than 50,000 people of possible power shutoffs tonight through Wednesday as a precaution to prevent fires. ABC 10 News meteorologist Angelica Campos is joining us now live. She's tracking these Santa Ana conditions. Hi, Angelica.
Hi, Kim. And usually when they make those alerts is because the winds will be powerful enough to potentially bring down trees and power lines. And that, of course, could potentially start a fire. So if they shut them off, that prevents one way of starting a fire. We are in the midst of a red flag warning. Once again, it started this afternoon and it will be in effect until 10 p.m. tomorrow night. It includes, once again, the same areas that were under a red flag warning last week: valleys, foothills, mountains. And so far, since early this afternoon when the wind started, we saw wind gust of 47 miles per hour in Otay and Palmer Mountain, 48, and some other places a little bit stronger than that. Looking at the current conditions right now, 40 mile per hour wind in Alpine and 24 in Julian. We are expecting the strongest winds for this event to be tonight into tomorrow. Coming up, I'll show you what to expect hour by hour.
Thank you, Angelica. The winds fueled this brush fire in Ventura County. It consumed at least 173 acres. This is near the Santa Paula Airport. The fire started and consumed that acreage in just a couple of hours. Evacuation warnings have been issued in the area, but firefighters now believe the fire is running out of fuel. And of course, you can see that air attack. In Orange County, the Bond fire is now 60% contained. This fire spread from a house fire in Silverado Canyon last week. It scorched more than 73,000 acres and destroyed more than 30 structures. You can keep track of the weather conditions in our area anytime with the ABC 10 News mobile app. A free version is available in the Apple Store. And students at Escondido Union School District will be going back online only. The district is temporarily suspending all in-person instruction in the hybrid model and extended care starting tomorrow through January 11th. In-person instruction will resume January 12th. It's not related to the regional stay-at-home order. The district says operations have been impacted at a growing number of schools for COVID-related reasons. Nationwide, more than 283,000 Americans have died from the virus. The U.S. is now averaging a staggering 186,000 new cases every day. The hospitals are reaching the breaking point.
I'm running out of nurses. You can have a huge hospital, but if you don't have the manpower, I cannot save your life.
President Trump's personal attorney and former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani is the latest in Trump's inner circle to test positive for the virus. He was hospitalized yesterday, but says he is feeling good. Meantime, Pfizer's vaccine could be granted emergency use authorization soon after Thursday's FDA hearing. This vaccine has already been authorized for use in the UK, with vaccinations there set to begin tomorrow. Back here at home, the USS Theodore Roosevelt set sail for the second time this year. The aircraft carrier deployed from January to July and faced a massive COVID outbreak. It infected more than 1,200 sailors. It claimed one life. More than 5,500 sailors quarantined for 14 days prior to today's deployment. Their loved ones came out to say goodbyes and wish them well.
I wish that everyone stays healthy and happy and that it'll go by fast for them.
Navy officials declined to say where the aircraft carrier is headed. West Coast carriers typically deploy to the Western Pacific, Indian Ocean, or the Persian Gulf. And the plan to close the homeless shelter inside the convention center by the end of the month may have hit a bump. ABC 10 News anchor Mary McKinsey shows us why one group is trying to extend that stay.
Previously, what might take months for a client to achieve can be achieved in just a few days at the convention center.
The Mustard Seed Project is a grassroots student-led organization connecting unsheltered individuals with services. They've launched a campaign to keep the shelter-to-home operation at the convention center going beyond the deadline of December 31st. Today, organizers referenced a petition that has nearly 2,500 signatures to keep the shelter open until the county is in the yellow tier for 5 weeks. They cite successes they've had with streamlining and centralizing services. The city said more than 1,100 people have found long-term or permanent housing through the program, but there was a reported outbreak over the weekend with more than 50 cases there. Extending the date to close it appears to have support from the incoming mayor. Todd Gloria tweeted last week saying that he has directed staff to develop funding options to continue operations. The expense of keeping the shelter running is perhaps the biggest objection. At more than $5.5 million per month, Gloria has yet to say more about how the city might pay for another extension. One of the people staying there, who asked to remain anonymous, said he hopes the city will find the money to continue it.
It's a safe place. It's a clean place. They provide you meals and wash your clothes. I don't see any other better programs that have done that. So I would highly recommend that they keep the convention center open for this reason, to help people out, the people that are less fortunate than others.
Mary McKenzie, ABC 10 News.